The unexpected upsides of engaging with a narcissist. Now, full disclosure, I did have AI write the list because I wanted to be as non-biased as possible, seeing as I was with one of these people for, thankfully, a very short period of time, about 3.5 months, and was in complete denial over it. It wasn't until I'd gone through months of therapy that it came to light that this is what was going on, which hurts my heart because these people, from everything I've learned, unfortunately don't change because they can't. And they're always stuck in the esteem stage of Maslow's hierarchy, and they can never reach the self-actualization stage. And it is like they are trapped in a room full of funhouse mirrors, and when you clean their mirrors, it shatters their self-image, because they have a very fragile ego and a very fragile self-image. So they get angry and they will discard you. These types of people either will discard you if you no longer validate them or do something to embarrass them or something like that, which is in the case of this person, it was covert or vulnerable narcissism, or they won't let you go. They will hang on to you as long as they possibly can, as long as you are being something called narcissistic supply. So, yeah, pretty toxic stuff. And I will say, reading through this, there is definitely a lot there that made me go, wow, like stuff I didn't even remember. And I was like, oh my God, this happened. Oh, wow, these traits were there. Holy cow. So anyways, with that in mind, let's get going. In the vast, intricate tapestry of human relationships, few threads are as complex and challenging to weave as those involving narcissists. Yet, within this complexity lies a surprising, often overlooked silver lining. Today, we embark on a journey not to vilify or disparage, but to uncover the tongue-in-cheek benefits of dealing or living with a narcissist. This exploration, wrapped in layers of humor and sarcasm, aims to shed light on the resilience, creativity, and unexpected personal growth that can emerge from the shadows of such relationships. Narcissism, characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, and a lack of empathy for others, presents a formidable challenge to anyone in its orbit. However, as we navigate through these turbulent waters, we discover hidden treasures in the form of skills, insights, and personal strengths honed in the crucible of our interactions. From the development of an Olympic-level mental gymnastics ability to navigate their logic, to becoming a connoisseur of fine wines in the search of solace, each facet of life with a narcissist reveals an unexpected upside. This journey is not about diminishing the very real challenges and emotional toll such relationships can exact, but about finding humor in adversity, strength in struggle, and the ability to laugh in the face of complete and utter clown-like absurdity. As we unveil these tongue-in-cheek, quote-unquote, benefits, we weave a narrative that is as much about coping and resilience as it is about the individuals themselves. It's a testament to the human spirit's ability to find light in the darkest of places, to grow thorns among the roses, and to emerge from the battle not just surviving, but thriving. So buckle up and join us on this roller coaster ride through the ups and downs of engaging with a narcissist. It's a journey that promises to be enlightening, empowering, and above all, entertaining. Remember, while life may not always give you the relationships you want, it certainly provides the lessons you need, often wrapped in the most unexpected packages. Unsolicited reality checks. You'll never need to pay for a reality TV subscription again. Living with a Narcissist offers all the drama, twists, and turns you could ever want, plus the added thrill of it being your reality. Personal growth opportunities. A narcissist is like a personal trainer for your self-esteem, except their method involves breaking it down repeatedly. Think of it as high-intensity interval training for your sense of self. Social media savant at your service. Forget about hiring a social media manager. A narcissist will diligently monitor your online activity with the tenacity of a detective, ensuring you're always on your toes and your privacy settings are top-notch. The ultimate litmus test for friends. With a narcissist in your life, you'll quickly learn who your true friends are. Only the most patient, understanding, and possibly masochistic will stick around. A masterclass in patience. Patience is a virtue, and a narcissist will ensure you are a virtuoso by the end of your relationship. You'll gain the kind of patience that could make a saint look hasty. Unparalleled attention to detail. Thanks to their never-ending criticism, you'll become acutely aware of every flaw you possess, many of which you never knew existed. It's like having a personalized improvement checklist handed to you daily. A lifetime supply of backhanded compliments. Who needs genuine praise when you can have compliments that sting? You're pretty smart for someone who doesn't read much is a classic that keeps on giving. Discover new interests that you never wanted. You'll be introduced to an array of hobbies and interests you never knew you had, because you don't. But hey, it's all about expanding horizons, right? Autonomy in decision-making, because they'll never show up. Planning events becomes a breeze when you know the narcissist in your life will likely flake. It's empowering, really, to have that much control over the guest list. The gift of time. Eventually, you'll realize how much time you've spent catering to their needs and decide it's time to focus on yourself. Congratulations, you've now found the time to pursue your hobbies, reconnect with friends, start a podcast, write a book, and maybe take up meditation, because you're going to need it. Efficiency in argument resolution. No need to worry about lengthy debates on who is right. You'll quickly learn that it's always them, saving you precious time and energy that you can now invest in talking to walls. They're more responsive. Expertise in apology drafting. You'll become so adept at crafting apologies, you could moonlight as a ghostwriter for public figures in crisis. It's all about finding the right balance between sincerity and, I'm sorry you feel that way. An unrivaled sense of direction. After being told repeatedly that you don't know where you're going, literally and metaphorically, you'll develop an impeccable sense of direction, if only to prove them wrong. Financial management skills. Managing finances becomes a game of strategic allocation, primarily towards their wants and whims. You'll become so budget savvy that you could give financial advisors a run for their money. A crash course in psychology. You'll gain an in-depth understanding of psychological terms and concepts, not because you wanted to, but because understanding narcissism becomes a survival skill. Unintentional solo adventures. Since they'll hardly ever want to do what you're interested in, you'll embark on solo adventures and discover the joy of your own company. Who knew you were such good company? Enhanced problem-solving skills. You'll become a master in navigating the minefields of their moods and reactions, honing your problem-solving skills to a level that would impress a UN negotiator. Increased appreciation for small acts of kindness. When you're used to grand gestures being a prelude to requests, genuine small acts of kindness from others will feel like rays of sunshine on a cloudy day. A thorough understanding of the fine art of backtracking. You'll learn to backtrack with such grace and skill that reversing your stance on any issue becomes a seamless part of your conversational repertoire. The discovery of new levels of optimism. Every time you think, this time will be different, you're exercising a level of optimism that's both tragic and admirable. Plus, it's great practice for lottery ticket buyers. Mastering the art of selective hearing. You'll learn to filter out the constant stream of self-praise and focus on the background noise, which becomes surprisingly comforting. Elevated tolerance for repetition. Hearing the same stories about their greatness on loop will enhance your ability to find new, previously unnoticed details. It's like watching your favorite movie for the 100th time and still finding something new. A deeper understanding of irony. The experience of being accused of the very things they excel at offers a rich, albeit painful, appreciation for the concept of irony. Inadvertent immunity to flattery. After being exposed to someone who uses compliments as currency, you'll develop an uncanny ability to distinguish between genuine praise and flattery, making you virtually immune to insincere charm. Unmatched storytelling skills. The stories you'll accumulate, because let's face it, every day is an adventure, will turn you into the most engaging storyteller at parties. Who else can claim their life is akin to a telenovela directed by a mad genius? An impressive poker face. Constantly guessing what mood they'll be in has its perks. You'll develop a poker face so inscrutable, professional card players would pay for your secrets. A keen eye for subtext. You'll become so adept at reading between the lines, since direct communication isn't their forte, that you could moonlight as a literary critic, specializing in deciphering hidden meanings in texts. Unparalleled creativity in compliment crafting. You'll learn how to craft compliments so creative that they could be considered art forms. For example, your ability to turn every conversation back to you is nothing short of miraculous. The zen of selective engagement. Engaging with a narcissist teaches you the valuable skill of choosing your battles wisely. You'll find a zen-like peace in knowing when to hold them and when to fold them. Mostly fold them. Mastery of the art of solitude. Their constant need for attention will drive you to seek solitude, where you'll discover hobbies and passions you never knew you had. Hello, stamp collecting and salsa dancing. A diploma in diplomacy. Trying to navigate their ego without causing a meltdown will hone your diplomatic skills to such a degree that resolving world conflicts seems like a viable next career move. An encyclopedic knowledge of narcissistic literature. Your deep dive into understanding narcissism will leave you with an encyclopedic knowledge of related literature. Book club, anyone? Heightened awareness of your own boundaries. The constant pushing of your boundaries will make you acutely aware of where they lie, turning you into a boundary-setting ninja. A newfound appreciation for silence. After enduring endless monologues about their unparalleled genius, the sound of silence will become your new favorite song. An Olympic-level mental gymnast. Keeping up with their logic will turn you into a mental gymnast capable of following the most convoluted arguments without losing your balance. The ability to find humor in the absurd. You'll develop the ability to find humor in the most absurd situations, a valuable skill for maintaining your sanity and turning your experiences into entertaining anecdotes. Advanced skills in nonverbal communication. Since expressing disagreement can be hazardous, you'll become proficient in the art of nonverbal communication. Eyebrow raises, anyone? A refined taste in movies. Their critique of films they've never seen but claim to understand better than the director will inadvertently refine your taste in movies. The discovery of infinite patience. Just when you think you've reached your limit, you'll discover new depths of patience you never knew existed. It's like finding an extra reserve tank for when you thought you were running on empty. Unmatched efficiency in emotional baggage handling. You'll become so adept at managing emotional baggage, you could run lost and found for misplaced feelings. Your ability to sort, label, and store away emotional experiences will be unparalleled. An advanced degree in mythology. Thanks to their often grandiose self-perception, you'll become intimately familiar with tales of Herculean prowess and Odyssean adventures, all starring them, of course. Consider it an advanced degree in modern mythology. The art of invisible achievement. Learning to celebrate your successes in the shadow of their constant spotlight will teach you the art of invisible achievement, where the joy comes from internal satisfaction rather than external validation. A masterclass in echolocation. Constantly being talked over will hone your ability to find the right moments to interject your thoughts into conversation. It's like developing a sonar for social situations. Unparalleled speed reading skills. Skimming through their texts or emails because they never get to the point quickly will enhance your speed reading skills. You'll be able to digest War and Peace during a coffee break. And God forbid you ever write them a long email, they'll respond with a one-liner that completely ignores the essence of your message, but somehow miraculously makes the conversation about them again. It's like having your own personal Houdini, except instead of escaping physical confines, they're adept at sidestepping emotional depth. Congratulations, you've now mastered the art of deciphering cryptic messages that could rival ancient hieroglyphics, making you an unofficial linguist. You'll find yourself fluent in narcissistese, a language where I is the only subject and empathy is as foreign as a snowstorm in the Sahara. But hey, on the bright side, your newfound linguistic skills and speed reading prowess might just qualify you for a job at the UN, translating self-absorption into something vaguely resembling human communication. The ultimate test of memory. Remembering all the versions of events they've shared, because consistency isn't their forte, will challenge your memory in ways you never anticipated. It's like living in a live-action version of the game Telephone. A profound appreciation for the mundane. After being part of their never-ending saga of drama and excitement, mostly self-created, you'll find a profound appreciation for the mundane and routine aspects of life. A trip to the grocery store becomes a Zen retreat. Expert navigation of social minefields. Figuring out how to explain their behavior to friends and family without causing offense will turn you into an expert navigator of social minefields. Your diplomatic skills will rival those of seasoned ambassadors. A master's in energy conservation. You'll learn to conserve your energy by engaging with them only when necessary. It's an environmentally friendly approach to personal interactions, minimizing emotional pollution. The development of a private language. You'll develop a private language comprised of sighs, eye rolls, and subtle headshakes, understandable only to those who have shared similar experiences. It's an exclusive club with a very specific membership criteria. A renaissance in personal journaling. The need to document the surreal aspects of your day-to-day life will lead to a renaissance in personal journaling. Future historians will marvel at your detailed accounts. The Zen of expectation management. You'll master the Zen of expectation management, learning to expect nothing and thereby find joy in the smallest acts of kindness and consideration, like when they remember your name. An unexpected journey into philosophy. Trying to make sense of their logic and reasoning will inadvertently lead you into the very depths of philosophical inquiry. Why are we here? Suddenly has a very different context. A crash course in creative financing. Finding ways to support their ambitions and the often extravagant lifestyle they aspire to will give you a crash course in creative financing. Kickstarter campaigns, anyone? An appreciation for solitary confinement. Finally, the constant demand for attention and the exhausting nature of their presence will lead you to a newfound appreciation for moments of solitary confinement. A quiet room alone will feel like a luxury resort. Unintentional minimalism. Their tendency to hog the spotlight, not to mention physical space with their belongings, will teach you the virtues of minimalism. Your living space becomes a testament to living more with less, as in less of your stuff, more of theirs. The evolution of your cooking skills. Cooking for someone whose taste buds are as refined, picky, as theirs will elevate your culinary skills. You'll become adept at creating dishes that are simultaneously bland, yet exotic enough to keep them interested. A golden ticket to the world of DIY. Their assurance that they can fix anything, only to abandon the project halfway through, will turn you into a DIY master out of sheer necessity. YouTube tutorials on plumbing? You've got this. Enhanced selectivity in movie choices. You'll develop a highly selective approach to choosing movies, as watching anything with a character they identify with, which is to say, any character exhibiting leadership or being in any way remarkable, can turn movie night into a week-long seminar on their misunderstood genius. Oh my God, that just reminds me. She would only watch movies that have someone that does amazing things in it. Holy crap. Wow. This is blowing my mind reading this. An immersive study in patience and long-suffering. Being in a relationship with a narcissist is akin to enrolling in a masterclass on patience, taught by the universe itself. You'll learn to wait, not just for them to finish talking, but for those rare moments of genuine connection that remind you why you're still there. The development of a fine-tuned BS detector. After being subjected to countless inflated stories and outright fabrications, your ability to detect BS becomes so refined, you could offer your services to the legal profession as a consultant. A newfound love for silent retreats. The constant barrage of noise and self-aggrandizement will make the idea of a silent retreat seem like a slice of paradise. The sound of silence, music to your ears. The mastery of the subtle eye roll. You'll become so skilled at the subtle eye roll that you can express a whole range of emotions, from mild annoyance to deep despair, without ever being caught. A renaissance in creative writing. The emotional roller coaster will inadvertently turn you into a practicing stoic, where happiness comes from within because it certainly won't be coming from your interactions with them. The inadvertent honing of your acting skills. Pretending to be fascinated by their latest rant or project will hone your acting skills to such a degree that you could give Meryl Streep a run for her money. A crash course in ancient history. Oh my God. Oh wow. Okay. Their tendency to compare themselves to historical figures will inadvertently give you a crash course in ancient history. You'll know more about Julius Caesar and Cleopatra than you ever cared to. An appreciation for the great outdoors. The more time you spend with them indoors, the more you'll appreciate any opportunity to escape into nature. Suddenly, camping in the rain seems like a luxury vacation. The unintentional boost to your acting career. You'll find yourself delivering Oscar-worthy performances of agreement and admiration, honing your acting skills to a level where even Meryl Streep would nod in approval. A PhD in historical revisionism. Listening to their ever-changing recollection of past events, where they invariably emerge as the hero or the victim, sometimes both simultaneously, will give you insight into historical revisionism that could rival those of professional historians. The art of telepathic conversation. Since getting a word in edgewise can be a challenge, you'll become adept at holding entire conversations in your head. It's efficient, if nothing else, and your inner monologue will be richer than ever. Becoming a connoisseur of fine wines or whiskeys. Finding solace in the quiet company of a good bottle of wine or whiskey will inadvertently boost your knowledge and appreciation of fine spirits. Just remember to enjoy responsibly. An unexpected foray into comedy writing. The absurdity of some situations you find yourself in could inspire you to start writing comedy. Life with a narcissist provides more material than a sitcom, and laughter is a great coping mechanism. Learning the fine art of self-talk. Since most conversations will revolve around them, you'll become an expert at self-talk. Your inner dialogue will be supportive, motivational, and occasionally sarcastic, providing companionship in the loneliest of times. The development of ninja-like stealth skills. Trying to avoid triggering their displeasure will hone your stealth skills to the point where you can navigate your living space with the silence and invisibility of a ninja. Cultivating a rich inner life. Since emotional support and validation will be in such short supply, you'll cultivate a rich, vibrant inner life, filled with personal goals, dreams, and a strong sense of self-reliance. An appreciation for small liberties. The joy of making a decision, however small, without their input, will feel like a monumental victory. Choosing what to have for dinner can feel like reclaiming your independence. The ultimate test of your sense of humor. Finding things to laugh about, especially in moments of frustration, will test and ultimately refine your sense of humor. You'll find comedy and tragedy and learn not to take life too seriously. A PhD in self-care. The ultimate lesson. The importance of self-care. You'll become so good at it, you could write a dissertation on the subject, Self-Care in the Age of Narcissism, a Survival Guide. As we draw the curtains on our journey through the whimsical, challenging, yet ultimately rewarding landscape of engaging with a narcissist, it's essential to reflect on the lessons learned and the unexpected benefits unearthed along the way. Through a lens of humor and resilience, we're navigating the rocky terrain of difficult relationships, finding growth in adversity, strength in self-discovery, and the unyielding power of the human spirit to adapt and thrive. The illustrations we've shared capture the essence of this journey, a vibrant testament to the ability to find light in the darkest of places and humor in the face of absurdity. They remind us that even in the most challenging relationships, there are opportunities for growth, learning, and most importantly, understanding ourselves and our boundaries more profoundly. Engaging with a narcissist, much like any significant life challenge, offers a unique mirror through which we can examine our own strengths, weaknesses, and the incredible capacity for growth that lies within each of us. It's a journey that tests our resilience, pushes our limits, and ultimately teaches us the invaluable skill of finding joy and laughter in the most unexpected places. As we move forward, let us carry the lessons learned with grace, a sense of humor, and the knowledge that our experiences, no matter how tough, contribute to the rich tapestry of our lives. They shape us into more resilient, empathetic, and self-aware individuals, capable of facing life's challenges with a smile and an unshakable spirit. So, here's to the unexpected teachers in our lives, the ones who challenge us, push us to our limits, and inadvertently teach us about our own strength and capacity for growth. May we continue to navigate our world with insight, resilience, and most importantly, a good sense of humor.